So there are two analog to digital converters, analog to digital converter 0 and analog to digital converter 1 in LPC2148 microcontroller. And analog to digital converter 0 has 6 channels and analog to digital converter 1 has 8 channels, right? So analog to digital converter 0 has 6 channels means, so analog to channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4 and channel 6 and channel 7, which includes 6 channels. Analog to digital converter 1 has 8 channels, 0 to 7, as you see here. Okay, so there are two analog inputs, that means two ADCs, and ADC 0 has 6 channels and ADC 1 has 8 channels. So totally there are 14 analog input channels in LPC2148 microcontroller. So there is a possibility for us to connect 14 sensors to LPC2148 microcontroller simultaneously. Okay. So for example, let us take a temperature sensor, right? So commercially available temperature sensor is LM35 temperature sensor. So we can connect 14 such LM35 temperature sensors to measure the temperature in 14 different locations using the single microcontroller. Okay. So that is the benefit of this LPC2148 microcontrollers. So in this pin diagram, if you want to see the analog input, right? So as we all know, all the pins are general purpose input output pins, and one of the alternate functions of this general purpose input output pins is ADC or PWM or I2C or USB, etc. In this case, we are interested in ADC 0.2. So ADC 0's second channel. That is why ADC 0.2. So if you look at the screen in the pin diagram, if you look at the pin 0.29, that is port 0's 29th bit, first alternate function is ADC 0.2. Okay, port 0's 29th bit GPIO, alternate function is ADC 0.2. So when this has to be configured by using pin cell register, as we all know, by using the corresponding pin cell register, we can make this 14th pin of this IC, which is P0.29 as ADC 0.2 pin. Okay. So there are 6 analog inputs as shown here: AD01, AD02, AD03, AD04, AD06, and AD07 with respect to analog to digital converter 0. And with respect to analog to digital converter 1, there are 8 analog inputs. Analog input ADC 1.0 to 1.7 as shown here. Okay. So ADC 0 has 6 channels and ADC 1 has 8 channels and total 14 channels into ADC as discussed. Okay. So the digital outputs, we are getting the digital output in a 32-bit register. We are getting a digital output in a 32-bit register called result register, where AD1 DR0. Okay. A minute. Somebody has come, it seems. Okay. Nivedita has joined, right? Okay. So this is the result register, right? This is the result register that you call it as data register. So there are 8 channels. Say for example, this is the screenshot of ADC1 result register, where ADC1's data register 0. So the analog to digital converted value of channel 0 of ADC1 result will be available in this 32-bit register. Similarly, all the analog to digital converted results are available in the corresponding data registers, starting from data register 0 to data register 7, where ADC1 contains 8 channel input. So 8 channel input is converted to digital. All the 8 analog inputs are converted to digital, and those results are available in the ADC data register. Because the data registers are of all the register of 32-bit, but ADC available in LPC2148 microcontroller is 10-bit ADC, as we all know. Because it is 10-bit ADC, among 32 bits, which 10 bits are digital outputs means from the bit number 6 to corresponding 10 bits are digital outputs. So it is very difficult for us to find the hexadecimal equivalent of those in between 10 bits. Hence, for the user's convenience or the designer's convenience, there are result registers which exactly right shifted or the 10 LSB bits of the corresponding result registers are shown here as result 0 to result 7. So where we can able to see the analog to digital converter 8 results in the result register for the convenience in the simulator window, KLADE simulator window. Okay. So this is the digital outputs, and normally we have to look at the data sheet. We are discussing about ADC. So the features of analog to digital converter, quickly we have to refresh. So as discussed, there is a 10-bit successive approximation type analog to digital converter available in LPC2148 microcontroller, as we know very well. Okay. So the resolution is 10-bit. So input multiplexing among 6 or 8 pins. So input multiplexing means there is a 6x1 multiplexer for ADC0 and there is an 8x1 multiplexer for ADC1. So we need to understand there are two successive approximation type ADCs to this ADC0. Before that, there is one multiplexer. That multiplexer has 6 analog input and only one output. That output is connected to ADC0. That is why input multiplexing is given here. So there is a 6x1 multiplexer for ADC0 and there is an 8x1 multiplexer for ADC1. So totally there are 2 ADCs and there are 14 channels. This is how we are arriving the 14 channels in 2 ADCs, right? Through the multiplexing. So there is a power down mode. If the ADC is not in use, we can use the ADC in the power down mode. And measuring range means it can measure, that means it can convert the analog value from 0 voltage up to the V reference voltage to the digital value. And the 10-bit conversion time is 2.5 microseconds as we discussed. Okay. So within 2.5 microseconds, it can able to convert the given analog signals into digital signal. And the burst conversion mode for single or multiple inputs. So burst conversion mode means burst means many. So if there are worst case, say for example, 14 analog temperature sensors are connected means. So that is called multiple inputs. Burst conversion means one by one. Continuously, we can able to measure in sequence. Automatically it is programmable. That is why it is called as burst conversion mode for single or multiple inputs. And optional conversion on transition on input pin or timer match signal. Okay, so it is very important to do the start of conversion because analog signal is always available. At what time we need to convert into digital is very important. So for that we need start of conversion, right? Start of conversion is something like a sample, as we discussed several times. Start of conversion means it is something like a sampling. So when to take the sample of this analog signal, that is to be decided, which is called a start of conversion. Start of conversion means starting the analog to digital conversion. So normally we can give the logic signal to do the start of conversion through software, or start of conversion can be programmed. Start of conversion can be programmed if there is a transition in the pin. So it can be programmed like this. Say for example, if there is a capture pin goes from 1 to 0, then you can do start of conversion. Something like that you can program. And whenever the timer match occurs, then you can do, whenever the timer match occurs, then you can do the start of conversion, something like this. So say for example, timer match signal. Timer match signal means we can make use of the timer to overflow once in 8 microseconds. Say for example, we can make use of the timer to overflow once in 125 microseconds. Say for example, 125 microseconds. We can make the timer to match once in 125 microseconds. Already we are clear about the timer. So when 125 microsecond is over, it will match. When it matches, it produces a start of conversion. Meaning what? Every 125 microsecond, there will be a start of conversion. Every 125 microsecond, there will be a sample. And every 125 microsecond, we can convert the digital value, which is the speed signal sampling with respect to the Nyquist state. So this is more than enough to do the speed signal processing. Why? Because the conversion time is only 2.5 microseconds, because once in 125 microseconds only we are going to take the sample. Hence it is more than enough for LPC2148 itself can do the analog signal processing as well as digital signal processing, at least speed signal processing, something like that we can conclude. So why timer match? So for a periodic sampling, okay, once in 125 microseconds I need to take the sample and then I need to convert the analog signal into digital. That means x of t to x of n. For that we can make use of timer to periodically sample the microphone, something like that. those facilities are available. That is given. So global start command for both converters. Say for example, when we are talking about the EB, so power measurement, when we talk about power measurement in our digital energy meter, at the same time current need to be sampled as well as voltage need to be sampled. And at the same time, it has to be converted to digital, and those values are multiplied to get the instantaneous power. Okay, even if there is a small delay in the sampling, that lead to phase difference, and we will never get the correct answer. So simultaneously, at the same time, the current has to be sampled. Simultaneously, voltage has to be sampled. So current has to be sampled. If the current is sampled in the ADC 0 means voltage will be sampled in the ADC 1, and global start command helps us to take both the samples simultaneously at the same time. Hence, the output of ADC 0 and ADC 1 can be multiplied to get the instantaneous power. Along with the time, it will help us to compute the energy and do the necessary computations later. Okay, so there are a lot of conveniences available in these features to do the analog to digital conversion, followed by a lot of other special things which is needed for the corresponding applications as we discussed right now. Okay, so after understanding the features, we'll go to the coding part, which is quite interesting. As usual, we start with LPC214X and void main, and how to initialize ADC. Initially, we have to convert the GPIO pins into its alternate function. So we are interested in ADC 0.2. To enable ADC 0.2, the pin cell value is 0x0400 and 0000 according to the data sheet. And there is an ADC 0 control register. So this control register is given the value as 4 to select the ADC 02 channel. And again, the ADC 0 control register value is given as 0001, 0000 to enable the burst mode on. This is from the data sheet. And similarly, ADC 0 control register is again loaded with 0x0020, 0000 to switch on the ADC or to enable the ADC to function. For that, this is the control word which has to be given to the ADC control register. Okay, so this is the initialization of ADC. After initializing ADC, as told several times, we need to do the start of conversion. So the start of conversion is also done only through the ADC 0 control register. And if we give 0x01, 000000, then it will do the start of conversion. And after converting, the result will be available in the result register. We can see the data in the result register as we discussed right now. Okay, so this simple code, this is a very simple code to understand how the ADC works or how it works. Something like this. Okay, so the analog to digital converter register, ADC control register is this. While simulating, you can able to see this. Okay, so simple analog to digital converter setup is this. This you need to understand. If you do the simulation in the IDE, and we are able to get the output. So let us see the simulation part. You will be more comfortable as we see yesterday. So ADC.C is the code. Let me compile, build, and rebuild all. And then I'm simulating. I'm starting simulating. Let me use the magnifier for convenience. The same code is being written. So there is a pipe signal which is logical OR symbol, right? So without disturbing the other bits, we are doing the logical OR symbol. Logical OR is used to set the corresponding bit without affecting other bits. This is very important. Set the corresponding bit without affecting other bits. So normally, to make us to understand, I am setting one by one clearly. So using the logical OR symbol. Okay. So again, the same ADC 0 control register, only this particular bit alone we are setting without affecting all other bits. For that, we are using logical OR signal. So this is the start of conversion with respect to ADC 0 control register. Okay, when we do the start of conversion means the conversion will start and we'll do the demo. It will be easy. So I'm just running this code. And this is the analog input, right? This is the analog input that what we are supposed to give. And we are interested in ADC 0.2, and the output result we are getting in ADC 0.2 here. So let me give the maximum value. So the V reference is 3.3 voltage. Let me give the V reference voltage as 3.3 voltage, right? Let me give the V reference voltage as 3.3 voltage. So is the maximum analog input. For the maximum analog input, ADC has to produce maximum digital. So maximum digital means 10 ones. 10 ones is 3FF, right? 10 ones is 3FF. We are expecting 3FF in the digital analog to digital converter output. So 3FF has come. So in the data register, in the ADC 0.2 data register, the 10 bit value is FFC, somewhere in the among the 32 bits. In between from the 6th bit to the continuous must be 10 bits is your analog to digital converter value. That is right shifted six times, and then we are getting the its binary equivalent as 3FF. As we all know, why it is convenient for us to understand 3FF is all ones. That means 10 ones. So where the maximum analog input is converted to maximum digital input. So when you give 0.0 means the converted value will become 0. So this is the best method with the Keil IDE to simulate. This is the best method in the Keil IDE to simulate both the analog input as well as digital output as you see here. Okay, so when you give 0, the result is 0. When you give 3.3, the result is 3FF. Similarly, there are 1024 possible combinations, right, between 0 and 3.3 voltage. Say, for example, when you give 1 voltage, for 1 voltage, the converted value is hexadecimal 136, or the binary equivalent is this 0x136 is the hexadecimal number for 1 volt. So, analog to digital converted value for 1 volt analog input is 0x0136. For 2 volts means the analog to digital converted value is around 0x26C, and for 3 volts it is around PA2, and for 3.3 it is 3FF. That is only we know very well, right? 3.3 means it is 3FF. Okay, so the range from 0 to 3.3, we are getting 1024 possible combinations of outputs. Here the infinite values in analog is converted to 1024 finite values in digital. So infinite values in analog is converted to 1024 finite values in digital with respect to this particular ADC 0.2. Okay, so that is being demonstrated, that is being clear. Okay.